Pixel jiggle physics just really is true art. Anyways, welcome back. Jeff here. We're playing some more Death Must Die. We're going to do the Merris summon build today on the new patch and see how it runs. I have a feeling it's going to go really, really well. Summons did get a buff. The AI is still kind of wacky, but they're much stronger. So this is the typical summon build that I had used prior to the update, where you get the pet dragon, you get the damage while you're not attacking, you get the fire pals, you get the damage and movement speed, summon damage, you know, little cast damage here. Doesn't really matter. It's just an extra point. You can put it wherever you want. Expert offers, and an extra cast and chance to double cast. The reason you're taking these is very strictly to cast the summoner spell from time. We're going to be playing on Act 1 with the Pact of Greed because I need a helm to play a bunch of Nixie builds that will not drop for me for some reason. And for gear, we're using this kind of crazy setup here that's using a lot of stuff that wasn't really a thing previously. For example, we have 63 summon area and 54 summon movement speed, as well as some duration and damage, which is pretty good. We also have 95 damage. And our staff has chance to heal on kill, so we have that covered. So, like, overall, and we also have 12 alterations, 8 banishes is pretty good. 231 life, 50 armor. Like, we're not super tanky, but it's acceptable. Now, obviously, we want auto attack off here. We're just going to be walking around. We're going to be dashing a lot. The goal, wow. The AoE on Dragon Breath is crazy. So, generally speaking, the goal here is to get Mort and Time and another god. Now, you could get War for the extra damage. I'm just going to go ahead and take Winter since they just showed me Frost Wolves, and we do have all the summon slots, like all of them, since that's the situation we're in. And we'll be re-rolling everything that's not those other two. All right, so we could take Warped Attack here and then just banish it later. That's fine. I'm also going to banish Energy Missiles. I think I'm going to start being a lot more aggressive with my banishes in general. One, because, I don't know, I feel like I should be showing you guys the proper way to play and not just my, like, silly, nonsensical way.
Men and God.
But also it's a good habit to get into. All right, so we want this. We want all of this. I mean, we don't really care about sudden death to the point where I might banish it to stop myself from accidentally taking it, but there's a chance I want it later. So let's take Ravens, because Ravens unlocks Mayhem. Early Mayhem plus early Summoner is like the dream. Generally, I would say with this build, if you could start with Ravens, go directly into Summoner, and then get Mayhem, you're just gonna win. Now that said, Darkness, oh, we're on Darkness 96? What happened? Did I forget to update it after the patch or something? I don't know, whatever. Okay, we're Darkness 96. Either way, Max Darkness Dracula is a real bastard, so there's no guarantees with this guy. Yeah, what am I missing here? Because I remember there was one of the beta updates changed it. So was my last video at 96 too? That's what I'm confused about, because I didn't change. Oh, I'm blind. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a little color deficient, a little colorblind. Not like fully colorblind, but the blue and purple, if I don't have like good lighting, kind of blends together for me. So I thought I was taking expert influence there, not adept. I should probably just read the words. I think that would do better, but it's okay. We will manage. It's really not the end of the world. But the whole reason I was taking it over Ravens, because I thought I was locking in expert that, so it's kind of silly. All right, so we're gonna banish this, and honestly, I think this is one of those where I also banish Time Field because I don't want any casts except for Summoner. Now, not having rerolls is kind of rough here, because that's one of those times where rerolling into Summoner would be the best possible option. If you don't know, Summoner's the spell that you get from Time. It's a cast you have to unlock it by having a summon. Items you bring in don't count. I'm actually going to try and roll for it now. Like, these are all great, but, well, okay. These are really great. I'm actually just going to take Path of Frost. Extra movement speed is really good. And it being Master, if it was not Master ranked there, I would have just let it be. Also of note, I think this build might go a little bit harder if you throw the genie lamp on and just try to fish for legendaries as well. The downside to that is, especially like for recording a video, it's way less consistent. So, you know, that's a sacrifice you'd have to make. All right, take more heals to make up for the debuff. All right, there's Adept Summoner. We just take it. Like, in the time we'd be fishing to try and get it at a higher rarity, we're just gonna miss out on time not having it. And having a cast that we can double cast and that triggers off of our dashes a certain amount of the time. I don't know the actual number because, like, if you go and look at this talent here, the Esoteric Flow, the chance for certain skills is diminished. It's specifically talking about skills that have a long cast time, like Summoner. So I don't know what the actual chance for it to proc is, but I do know we want to be dashing on cooldown. And then as far as I know, Twin Cast is the same for all skills. So we should be in a situation where this becomes really good. Also, we'll just upgrade it. Totally fine with that too. As far as dashes go in this type of build, Vortex is pretty good generally. Lifelink also has a purpose of like some minor healing. And then you've got Dive, which is freezing potentially. So all of these things are good. Like, the third god in this one's kind of a toss-up, and you don't really know what enemies you're going to get now. All right, let's get Sickles out of here. We're not using that. Take Ravens. At some point, we are going to take a... we are going to take a dash. It's probably going to be Dive. I think that's the one I want the most. What do we want from... I don't think we want anything from Fates. This is kind of awkward, too, because I don't really want anything here. We just roll away. We still haven't gotten Mayhem, which kind of sad. Mayhem would go pretty hard right now. Oh, okay. I was gonna say one of the reasons to take Winter is because there's a chance you just nab Frost Dragon, and well, since we did that, we get to add a dragon to the party, which is very, very good. Very strong. Keep upping Frost Wolves as well. Frost Wolves are totally acceptable. Oddly, I think the summon that we wanted the most is Necromancy, which we haven't really seen. I think Necromancy is actually probably... Let's just take Vortex here. I'm probably going to banish it, honestly. Expert Vortex. It provides some amount of CC, which is the whole point. Banish it. Do I just banish Force too, so I just don't see time powers anymore? I think so. We lose a level here by doing that. But what's our upside if we like have it open to try and hit gem high, which like doesn't really matter. Like, if we hit it, that'd be cool. It'd obviously be good, but like, that's gambling to a high extent. We probably execute. I probably should take an execution before when I last got offered upgrade. This is going swimmingly, I would say. Oh, there's Necromancy. Anyways, what I was gonna say is Necromancy seems to be like very, very, very strong now. With the changes and the mob density. I don't know how it's gonna compete with all these dragons as far as getting kills, but we're gonna have an army. That's for sure. And it should just absolutely destroy most enemies. Now, I'm a little bit worried about Dracula. And I guess to a lesser extent, a little bit worried about the dragons because of how fast they move at this difficulty. There's definitely a skill check now. I think Act 1 with the Act of Greed or whatever is significantly more difficult than Act 2. Alright, Swan. Oh, ho, ho. Blessed by the bird. That's a rarity. That is a rarity. Alright, Winter. Do you have anything? Nah, we just roll. Most of our stuff is really just from Mort now. I should have banished Soul Stealers there. That was a mistake. For what it's worth. I don't know if it matters. But, like, we already have Mayhem. We have our Summoner going. We just want to upgrade Necromancy, Ravens, Frost Wolves. That's it. Nothing else really matters. Oh, I guess Influence. Black Serpents is interesting because it's good. But it does have the same problem as... you know, the other spells where... if I'm understanding it correctly, these aren't separate effects, right? When you dash, there's a chance to trigger a random cast. So I don't want to waste any triggers that aren't the spell. Now, I'm like 99% certain that that's how it works. And that it's based on summons last longer. Okay, well, now I get to take that, I guess. Well, I'm going to wait till it shows up better. That's kind of crap. I'm fairly certain it just picks from your pool, which if our pool is only one spell, it only has one spell to pick from. If that's incorrect, I'm sure someone will let me know. But I think that's how it works. Necromancer, you're heavily fucked. Okay. That is a big heart he dropped, though. Where'd he get that from? Whose heart did he take? Is that Shadow's heart? Shadow Heart's heart? Shadow Heart's heart? For those of you who have played Baldur's Gate 3, which I would say is if I had to guess, I'd say it's a decent number of you. Did you romance Shadowheart on your first playthrough? Because I certainly did. Here, take. We're gonna take the Frost Wolves level. Not that there's really any wrong answer to who you romance in that game, but I think Shadowheart is the right answer, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's see what's Summoner up to now. It's at 94% damage. It's fine. It's not like it's not going crazy, but it's not bad. Now, what you could do if you got lucky and you planned for it and things went right, you could try a build to reset your dash. With the shrine that resets it on attack, and try to make that build where you're just constantly resetting your dash and dashing forever. Also using the dash cooldown reduction final talent, which is quite frankly insane as far as talents go. It seems completely degenerate to me, and we'll probably do one more video for Merris on that one because I realized I hadn't done one on that just yet. Also, if my voice is a little off, or I'm like, you get some lispiness or whatever, I had like some dental work done this week, and that's why uploads have been a little more scarce. And yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. If I sound a little off, I apologize. There is more coming, so hopefully once all that's done, I'll get back to normal, but bear with me until then. I appreciate it. lots of gaming coming up. Lots of big hits. I've also put like 30 hours in a New World this week while I couldn't really talk. So there's that. It's, if you were curious, maybe I do a review. I probably, if I'm feeling up for it, I'm probably gonna stream some of it, just because I've been enjoying it so much. The re-release. If they had released it in this state, I think they would have done well, but they had to go and really drop a fairly not complete game a couple years ago. But that's talk for another time. Currently my phone just decides it wants to go off constantly while I'm recording. I don't know why that is. Just start turning off notifications. Just one of those days. It feels like one of those days leading up to the Jaguars getting absolutely rolled in London. Mark my words. This video is probably coming out at the same time the game's on. I'm sure if you look right now, the Jags are getting cooked, which is rough as a lifelong Jags fan, but man, it feels so defeating. Sometimes you just have to like separate the sports team from your feelings. Meanwhile, our summons are doing all the work. We're not healing very fast. Can't help but notice that. So, some better shrines would be helpful. I guess probably dashing into fireballs is not great. I guess we could take deathlessness. I mean, there's always the option to banish it. It does go pretty crazy with necromancy though. So part of the weird thing about the summoner build too right now, until summons get improved AI, is that you're kind of, it's the goo guys. Until the AI gets better with summons, if you constantly run away from them like I'm doing right now to try and hit shrines, they'll always be like keeping up with you, which is not where you want to be. Kind of want to like hang around their area while also like pulling them in a direction. That's not great. That's really not.
I want to see.
Winter, any assistance here? Path of Frost up is actually unironically pretty great. I know I just talked about like getting away from my summons and how that can be a problem, and then took movement speed up, so maybe I like how I'm saying one thing and just doing something completely different, but at the same time being able to dodge is maybe more important. Oh, the red boys. Okay. Okay, let's reassess. Wait, where are we? Oh, we're on fire. Oh, red skeleton. See, I forget the red skeleton's sitting on fire. We're still, even though we're Act 1. Devastating. It's possible we need more. Oh, I'll just take gold. I don't care. It's possible we need more heal on kill stuff. Oh, more movement speed is pretty good. So the problem we have right now, I would say, is that not so much that we're at 6. Oh, well, running into a whole lot of nothing is bad. The problem we have right now is that we're dying. I was gonna say is that we have dragons coming up in a minute, and even after we get out of this little bit of hell that we're in, we have that to get through, so I'm not really sure what the plan is to survive that. Shatter makes sense. I think our shrine luck's been pretty bad overall, so that's certainly not helping. I just need like a big heal. I need a big, like, I need to summon my YouTuber privilege and just drop a shrine. Okay, well, that's not. Look, I needed a healing shrine. That is a healing shrine. It wasn't the full heal shrine I was asking for, but we take it. And then we're gonna get another shrine. Okay, XP shrine is good. Bonfire is good. Deathlessness, not really gonna help right now. Skeletons up is probably fine. More heals is obviously good, because that puts us at what, like, minus 25%. Ooh, we almost got killed out of the pause there. So we're about to get some hot dragon on dragon action. I don't know how well this is gonna go, but we'll see. Because I don't have a lot of defense right now. Have to be very careful. And I'm not used to their speed yet. I haven't done this enough times on this difficulty. But my dragons are stronger, I guess. Okay, cool. Well, that pulled us literally out of the grave. So our single target is ridiculous. That's what we've established. It's just our, like, AoE clear is very inconsistent. I will say the AoE on our fire dragon is actually absurd. So I'm wondering how much summoned AoE you could actually end up with. I'm taking skeletons that, because they get faster with every level, it matters. Although that said, where are my skeletons? I've been so focused on dodging, I haven't noticed that, yo, where are they at? Uh-oh, we just lost a lot of HP really quickly. Yeah, where are my skeletons? Exactly. Are they busy, like, not existing? The thing I've put a lot of the most points into seems to not be on the screen. That's not good. It's not good for my life. Oh, some more info. Yeah, I see that. The problem is not. I'm just gonna take sudden death now. Oh, I'm gonna take sudden death and then dash in and then die, I think. Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, am I crazy? Yeah, I I didn't realize until way too late that necromancy wasn't working. In fact, it wasn't working so bad, it didn't even show up on the end screen that I picked it, even though we took 8 levels of it? Question mark? We had 262 damage. Okay, so if you took all of this and added level 8 master necromancy, I think we're just doing fine, right? That's a weird one. I've never had that happen. Also, what's happening here? What did I? Oh. Wait, what? Enemies are okay. That's really weird. I don't know what happened with that. I'm confused. That was a really weird run, and I don't really know what to say to it. I'm gonna let this be the video. I guess we go over some loot chain. Like, if you want to be stronger, maybe switch this out with the genie bottle for more legendary offers to get some powerful stuff. But the attack area was pretty good. Also, another change that was made, I think I mentioned this before, is that summon, or like, whatever character you play, you seem to get a lot more gear of that for that character after a run now, which is nice. You can kind of farm. Yeah, that's weird. You have to report that bug, because, huh. I should have looked at the Discord before I started. I bet someone's already done that. That's super wild. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. I know it's a little shorter than normal. Sorry we didn't get to the end, but that's okay. I mean, it plays basically the same. I think it's a little bit stronger than before. You just have to have your spells work. One more run with Surge. Hopefully we can find the Voodoo Helmet to play a Nixie build, because Nixie is bonkers now. But, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, have a great day. See you later. Jeff out. Bye.